Good morning, dear brothers and sisters, and happy Sunday. I would like to entitle my reflection, The Legacy of Love. Today is the fifth Sunday of Easter, and 2 weeks from now, we will be celebrating the Ascension of the Lord. That's why today's Gospel reading starts telling us something about Jesus' glorification and his physical separation from his disciples. He said to them, "My children, I will be with you only a little longer." In this gospel, Jesus does not simply give a farewell speech, but also he leaves a legacy to his disciples. It is a legacy which he calls a commandment, the commandment of love. But the question is, how can love be a legacy? How can one leave the legacy of love to others? As I was meditating on this gospel today, there came to my mind something very important of personal experience I had while distributing communion to the sick people in their houses. Last week, I went to visit the sick people of my barrio, as I am used to do every Saturday. Since I knew that this time was the last one to visit them, I bought a dozen of rosaries to give to them as a souvenir. Every time I hand over the rosary to each of them, I try to show them that what I am doing is really nothing but a simple remembrance and request for their humble prayers for my journey as a missionary. But what struck me the most was the answer of one of them. She's called Nana Ivina. Sabi niya, "Sana hindi ka na nag-aabala po, brother pastor, sa kung ano ang ibibigay mo sa amin na souvenir. Dahil maaalaala po namin kayo dahil sa inyong pagmamahal sa amin." She wanted to say, "Do not worry, brother pastor, about what you are going to give me as a souvenir. We will remember you for your love." My brothers, this experience touched me, especially today when I was meditating and I remembered this. I felt very humbled and consoled when I heard those words coming from the mouth of Nana Ivina. And now, I realize that this experience is very grounded in today's gospel. Before ascending to his Father, Jesus did not leave expensive clothes to his disciples. He did not give them material things of great value, nor personal unique items of remembrance, like his tunic, which was seamless from up down. That could be a special souvenir, right? But instead, he left them a souvenir of love, not only in words, but in action. This love which he expressed in words today, during his Last Supper, he has been living it in practice with his disciples, with the other people in his public ministries. He was expressing that love by healing the sick, by feeding the multitude, by speaking on behalf of the weak and the marginalized, washing the feet of the disciples, and so on. Ultimately, Jesus expressed his love for all humanity when he accepted to die on the cross for the salvation of all. And there is no greater love than this, says John 15:13. No greater souvenir than these two. What Jesus did for us shows us that love is an action, not merely a feeling. It is choosing to act in the best interest of another person at the expense of your own interest and regardless of your own feelings. That's how Christ gave himself for his disciples and all humanity. And in doing so, he gave us the legacy of love, and became the perfect example of love for us. Just as he called his disciples to imitate him, each one of us should feel that Jesus is calling on us, saying, love one another as I have loved you. And I think he's saying, keep it as a legacy to be handed on to others. My dear brothers and sisters, I am about to conclude my reflection by saying that love is the best legacy, the best souvenir. It does not wither, it is everlasting, it does not perish, it does not get rotten. As human beings, we are always considered as a pilgrim people. We come and go. We are always on the move. Whether we want or not, there is always something of us that will remain behind us as we go. So let us always make sure that what remains is the legacy of love. Like Jesus, let us always show compassion and mercy. Let us be patient in serving the poor and the needy. Let us make the first step to love those who are unlovable, the excluded of the society. And if we are capable of doing this, people will realize that we are followers of Christ, and they will come to believe in him also. The Lord be with you.